Hey, hey, hey! Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. We have a fun little box to open today, but before we begin, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing that I just said on this video? Nope, that wasn't it. Yeah, I usually start with greetings, but this time I said this. Hey, hey, hey! Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. So what do I mean by that? I mean, that's what we've got here. Hey, hey, hey! We have, I'm sorry, I had to mess around with you. We have the official WeLoop Hey, hey, hey. That means hey said 3 times. Hey, S3. Ho, ho, ho. No, no, no. It's not the Hey S3. It's the Hey 3S. After I finish this whole review, I let Geekbuying know, guys, on the box, as you're about to see in the video, it's called the Hey 3S, but you guys talked about it as the S3. Well, look, it's been corrected. You're going to find it as the Hey 3S. However, in this whole review that I did, and all the preparation I did for it, we called it the S3. So from here on in, when you hear me tongue-tied with S3, remember, it's 3S, okay? You got it. This is a very cool watch. This is really a very cool watch. It's, well, you're about to see. Let's talk about the specs. What's it got inside of it? It's a black little Android 4.4 compatible, iOS compatible, water resistant to 5 atmosphere. Means you can really go swimming with this one. Fitness kind of a watch. It's got the health tracking information. It's got heart rate in it. Does Bluetooth connection. It's a small screen, 176 by 176 pixel. But the coolest thing of all is transreflectivity. This is one of those amazing screens you can see outdoors. It gets brighter in bright sunlight. We haven't seen very many. The Amazfit PACE, the SMA-TIME, and that's about it. So we're introducing a screen that I would love to see on more watches on this one in a really sweet design. It supports these variety of languages between English and Chinese, and I can't even figure out how to switch it to Chinese, so thank goodness it came in English. Not really a universal international one yet. A small 270 milliamp battery, but look at the standby time is over 30 days. And with GPS and running mode, you get at least 20 hours. And 2 to 3 good days, 2 to 3 hours of sports use, you can get a week of use out of it. It's all because of the screen technology, folks. Not only is it visible outside in bright sunlight, but it's very, very low power consumption. And that's where most of the battery goes in most of the watches. Okay, LCD memory is what they call it, a memory LCD, but it's transreflective screen. And the package contains all this stuff. So let's get into this. The unboxing is going to be one of the best parts of this video. I got all sorts of numbers on here. On the back side and underneath, covering everything up like so. There we go. I've got information about WeLoop that you can read about right there. And you slice it open, you can lift this side and get inside the cardboard box and reveal the inside, which is glorious. It's black with emblems on it and black writing highlight. This is definitely a presentation box designed for giving as a gift. Hey S3. Again, on the back side, I have a whole bunch of barcode stuff down there. Things like IMEI numbers and UUI numbers and goodness knows what. Stuff that's unique to this device, I guess. And then we open it up. You ready? Wow. Wow. All right. WeLoop. The first thing you're greeted with is this packaged manual. Like so. and underneath it is the unit itself. Let's look at the manual. Get that part over with. This is in English. It's in, ironically, several different languages, even though the watch itself, as shipped, doesn't support more than English and maybe Chinese in it as well. But I've got the feeling that this is going to be an international device, or perhaps the unit that I got was regional for US English. Whatever it is, when you shop for it, make sure if English is not the language you're going to be using, that it'll be supportive of the language you want. Then it goes into Italian. It's got Dutch, Spanish, so forth, and French. So a robust manual book, but there's only a few pages that are of interest. Okay, let's get to the fun part. Here we go. Oh, I love this. I love it when it's really done well, you know? This is like a good meal where the chef has garnished your plate. Here is the little watch itself. It's a tiny thing, which is cool because it would really work well for a women's watch. Hint, hint, holidays coming. We can peel off the cover to reveal, aha, the always on screen, and it is on already right now, working. And here's where you can see that if I tilt it and get it just right in the light, it just pops in color and brightness. And indoors, it's a little dim, but it has a backlight, and it just turned on. And you can read it, and it works, and then it goes out again. On the back side, we have a little cover protector on the heart rate monitor. So yes, it does a little bit of health stuff, has at least a heart rate monitor built in, charging pins on opposite sides, and a button here, a button there, and hookups for your bands. That's the unit itself. This is the dock. Nicely laid out upside down, so when you open this whole thing up, it looks like candies, doesn't it? Like chocolates. And here's the dock with a recess in the middle for the heart rate, and slide it right in there. Cutouts for the buttons. Sits right in its little cradle. The bands are very flexible and will just lay out to the side, and you connect the USB, micro USB to your charger, and you're all in business. And you can take it out. So you could use this as a pocket watch if you want to, especially since the screen is not active or sensitive until a button is pressed. So it's not going to go off in your pocket. So another possible use of this is to get this as a pocket watch. But I digress. We take this out, and we have a box here, and we open this one then, revealing a bag that has the micro USB connector, like all of them, USB to micro USB, and another bag with the bands. Nothing else in here. Okay, so when we open up the bands, this particular one is coming with gray and black, it looks like, for the bands. And they are super easy to put on. It's going to go on my arm this way. So I want this strap to come off of this side. So I flip it around, squeeze it back. We'll get it ready. Let's put that pin in. This one here, with good fingernails and a nice squeeze, it goes right in. See that? Sweet. Which means, of course, that you could use multiple different types of bands on here. It's just a matter of getting the right size and snapping it in. Okay. We are in there. Ah, my little cover came off of this. That's not good. That could get lost if it's not on there with a closing thing. Okay, let's slip it on. Oh, you know what? It came actually off of this one. It belongs over on that part. I'll fix that in a minute, but I want you to see it on. There it is. Attractive. Kind of Apple-like. About the same size as the smaller Apple Watch, you think? And if I get it right in the light, you get a good reflection on it. You can see the screen. Uh-huh. Let's run through it since I've got it on and angled right. And my apologies if I accidentally go over here while I'm showing you this. I have to look at the watch and the camera. We'll do the best we can to get it right. All right, there we go. It's on its screen. It's not sensitive at all to the touch at this point, so you have to push a button. You push the left button and it lights it up and it makes it available for you. You have a swipe up to see the number of steps and calories, and then it goes locked for you again. You swipe it again, you come right back. You swipe it to the left, nothing happens. Down, cycles like this, and to the right, nothing happens. So pressing the left button is how you activate it to turn the light on and to get access immediately to your step count against a goal circle. Easy to operate. Very nice. Okay. Now, all that's also connected with a tethering app that we'll be looking at in a little bit. Oh, I'm going to get this just right. There we go. If I press the right button, I get into this set of menus, that I can go through. There's 3 screens, actually 2 and 1 on another. So not a whole lot of icons in here. And it's a basic watch. It's going to be for fitness and health. Basically, that's it. And messages. If you tap here, you'll get any text messages that are being pushed to the watch. It's a tethering watch. And now it's gone dead on me again. And I have to press the left one, I guess, to get out. Okay. This will get you into heart rate monitoring. We have static and dynamic. And we'll look at that in a little bit. This is your fitness, whether you're doing outdoor with GPS or indoor without. This is cycling, which uses GPS. And, of course, that's what you do if you're cycling. Gives you different kind of readings. This is swimming. You set your pool length, and then you can go for a swim. This is a basic stopwatch. Nothing else up and down, but you can start it and stop it. This is a countdown timer, so you set hours and minutes, let it count down for you. This is your selection of watch faces, of which we only have, there I go. Sorry, okay. We only have one watch face installed here, and I'm not sure how to install other ones. We're going to have to dive deeper for that. And if any of you know, 1, how to install them, and 2, where you would get more, please leave them in the show notes. I'm new to this watch, so those of you who have more experience, let us all know, okay? Thank you. Then, notice if I press the left button, I bring up information about the power. DND is on. That's do not disturb. There's a do not disturb mode. And I guess the ID of the unit itself. There. We did cycling, swimming, the timers. We did all that and that. And the watch faces. And then finally, the settings. And there's not much to settings on this one. There's the do not disturb. You can turn it on or off. We'll turn it off, and it just vibrated. And there's an about. And then there's reset and power off. So those are the 4 things, icons, that you have in the about function. Okay, I got to turn that 1, and then do that there, and then that, and that, and that. To go into the about, tells us again the ID and the version of this particular unit. Do not disturb we showed you, and reset and power off. If I turn power off and I click the side, it goes off quickly. And you could leave it that way to get even longer battery life. Press and hold. Comes up with the icon, a vibration, and I'm back on my watch. Let's bring over the app so I can show you some of the other functions kind of combined with what the app shows on the phone. The app is called WeLoop, just like the brand name. When you launch it, you first have to go in and create an account and then log in, which I've already done. When you do, you come into your main home page, which is going to basically be your goal in numbers of steps, your calories burned, and your distance. It says pull down to sync data, and it will if you're connected. To connect to the device, we have to go over here, and it shows you the 3 different bands that this app supports. And as we know, this is the hey, 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 right? 3 times, 3 sayings. By the way, you said it's the 3S here, and I call it the S3. It's going by both names. So just remember WeLoop Hey S3 or 3S. Okay, it found the band and it's unconnected. I want to Bluetooth pair it and it's connecting. Boom, there we go. We're connected. And now, once we're connected, look at this. We've got all sorts of other information that shows up in our device tab. We have reminders. And we can add them in here if we want to. And it's a timer. Set the date and the time and save it as an individual reminder. We have notifications. We can allow it to view the SMS messages. And once I've said that now, any text messages and any of these other items will be pushed to the watch. And of course, you can selectively turn them on or off. And you can add others as well from all sorts of other apps that you have installed on your device. Cool. All right. That's our notifications area. The do not disturb. We can actually set a start and an end time. And you can turn it on and off selectively from the app, as well as what you saw briefly from the device itself. So if I want to start it at... Oh, it's not letting me select it. Oh, I see. You set them down here. Okay. Our time setting, 23, let's say 5 o'clock after work. I can turn on the do not disturb and end it at 7 in the morning. And save that. Syncing. It got synced over here. And this will automatically go into do not disturb during that range. Okay. Now, as far as I know, all it does is vibrate. So it's just turning off vibration on your arm and maybe lighting up with the push notifications and things. So it just becomes basically a watch for you. But it doesn't, as far as I can tell, have sound. Here's alarms. You can set an alarm. And that is either a single or a repeat. Very similar to what we saw on the reminders, but different in that it's an alarm thing. We can update. The latest version is 208. Okay, it's syncing device data. And it looks like I have an update available. Maybe it's doing it automatically for us. We'll see what happens. Here it goes. Updating the firmware. You see that on the screen? Oh, you're so lucky. It's like catching a supernova or 2 neutron stars colliding in space. You saw that, right, in the news? 2 neutron stars collided, made all these shock waves in space and time, and it's something that happens like once every 100,000 years. And we just happen to have all these gravity wave monitor things floating in space, and all these scientists able to triangulate exactly where in space it happened, so the rest of the world could train their satellite or their telescopes and imaging and collect all this data on something that is like rarer than finding a needle in a haystack. And I don't know, that tells me that there's some divine intervention that's pushing us along to know exactly what to do to get ready for the next big discovery. And they say they hit the mother lode with that. The 2 combining, exploding, joining neutron stars has just really changed things for astronomy for a long time. and open up a whole sea of possibilities for new discoveries and new theories, and I'm talking on and on. All right, I'm just going to pause the video till it's done. And we're just about done. Here we go, 98, 99. Ooh. All right, now what's it doing? Okay, I guess it's doing the installation. Gosh, I wish I could get a good lighting for you on here. I'm between windows and all sorts of stuff. Okay, it's rebooting, and we're back live again. And it's been updated. The latest is 208. This all looks the same. Probably just some minor improvements. In the meantime, I went out before all of this and collected some data. I hope it didn't wipe all that stuff out. I want to come back over here now that we went through the update. Oh, look at this, watch faces. Oh, cool. Okay, we'll come back to here. For first, I want to, before I lose it all, I want to go over to goal. Oh, good. There's all the data. I went out and I walked around a bit. I've got a goal of 8,000 that I previously set here so that I've got this information. And I went on a little 2-minute quote, quote, run, and I collected some data there. And here's the information from that. Wow, look, it actually has kept my track and transferred it to the watch. Now, this was a silly little thing, and it's very small. I walked around a driveway a couple of times and came back, but it's got the data. Now, there's no map behind it, per se, but it is Google. So perhaps, tied in correctly, you'll be able to get the actual track against the Google map. That's pretty nice. Oftentimes, it's only using the GPS to help calculate your distance, but it really doesn't save your track, other than a little scratch maybe that it shows on the screen. Not a scratch on this, a little henpeck, a little track you see it actually on the screen. Well, here we're actually seeing it on the phone, so it got transferred over. Details, including the heart rate zone information that says where you are in your heart rate. Laps, and I didn't set any lap information. And chart, okay, pace, and heart rate, and cadence. Wow, all that's coming from this little thing with a transreflective screen. I know it looks horrible here indoors. I'm so sorry for that if I was filming outside. This pops outside, and for me, a fitness watch is meant for outside. I know winter's coming. You're going to be on the treadmill inside. All right. Maybe you need 2 watches. But when you're outside, you want something you can easily see at a glance in the sunlight. And this technology works. And the fact that it transfers all this kind of data over is really great. That's only in 2 minutes worth of time, too. Oh, look, you can export it as well. Share it to Facebook, Twitter, or save all. All right. Saving images. Please wait. Wow, so much to learn. All right, that is all coming from here. You see there was more, and more. I just did more on running. Let's look at this. Here's the heart rate data, and I've just begun average, maximum, and minimum. Here's a couple of static heart rates that I took, and there's the little chart just beginning. So you can collect more data there. Here's a walk, and it automatically did this. No more to show. Slight movement. Oh my gosh. This is more invasive than Google. Okay, Google, how long have I been sitting? Uh-oh, I said the catchphrase. Never mind. Off, go away, goodbye. Oh dear. Can't say that. I got to remember, don't say the magic phrase. Okay, God. Okay, good guy. See, they don't work. You got to be the right one. So, it even got me down for a swim. I think I was washing my hands for 47 seconds. Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm blushing. This is Tix. I'm not wearing it tonight. No. That would be too much. Wow. Can you believe this? And that's only, I just put it on this morning. Definitely going to have to wear this for a while and see what comes up. Wow. Okay, what does this do? Another chart. a week, a month, and a year overall information. There was nothing. Here's Thursday. I just started this today. So compared to last week, daily average, frequency, total time, total distance. Is that your sleep information? I guess so. Asleep today, restless day, awake day. Again, no data at all. You got to sleep with it, but I'm not sure. Maybe when I'm sleeping, I'll wear it. You got a calendar, so you can go to any day of the week. This is a very nice app. I didn't expect this for such a small little watch, but the app is great. Workout. So, okay, here's where you actually set the workout itself. Your record for all the different things are cycling and running and swimming, and you saw all that, and they can take you into a deeper review where you see what we saw before from the very beginning page, right? You know, that's my house right there. I am so zoomed in on Google, and that's my house, and that's the driveway. Whoa. Whoa. So it scales automatically to whatever conditions you need for your track. This is going to be fun. The device we're back to, and then there's me. I'm going to go back and check the watch faces. Here we go. Weekly steps out of 50,000, which I guess is my goal of 8,000 times 7. I don't know. Anyway, it's coming up with that many weekly steps recommended. Best day, best week, okay, all sorts of stuff. Then I got a profile. I've used the basic one that it just asked me for when I logged in, but you can change it, of course, right here. Your birth date, your units measurement, height, weight, and there's the goal for steps. So if I wanted to change that to 10,000 steps, I can say done, saving it, synced it down here so it would show all of that. And then when I go back to my goal, it's going to be that many steps out of 10,000. Follow me? So that all is in the me, in the profile, where you adjust all of this stuff. And of course, your calculation for your calories burn is going to be based on what you enter for your height and weight. It doesn't have a place where you can enter the length of your step, which would be good for when it's counting actual steps. But since it has GPS and it does the actual runs and things against GPS, you're getting a much better accuracy on your distance travel. Help. 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 Phone settings. Okay, that takes you into, wow, a whole phone list and questions related to any of these kind of phones. 41,000 views of this already. And then all questions, hardware descriptions, other functions. Oh, thank you. I don't have to be answering all of my comments. I can just say, go to your app and click on help, huh? There's the Hey 3S. Centro Assistenza. Yeah, it looks like it's in a variety of languages. Hey 3S. No, I don't know the difference between the two. Gonna have to find that out. Anyway, there's a help section in here. Account binding. Oh, okay, you can bind it to Facebook to automatically post, or maybe an email account as well. Sign out, and overall about us, we are WeLoop. Privacy terms and conditions, and I'm running that version of the app, which I just downloaded from the Google Play Store, so that's brand new. All right, I know you've been waiting for it. Watch faces. Loading. Oh. Okay, it's downloading the from the server, it looks like. That appears to be the one we're running right now, the T5. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take the dash and sync it. Downloading and syncing watch face. Dun, 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 dun. Let's hope it works. Okay. It's doing it. It's doing it. I know. But it's going way faster than the other thing was, wasn't it? Okay, and yeah! Wow! Now, this is going to be really good contrast. I can almost even see it indoors. I always like white against black for the time. And it's got a box with other data in it that looks like it's going to have temperature, steps, date, and something in Chinese. Yep, there's something in Chinese down there. See that? Okay. So, we've done one, finished. And there's all these other ones that are possibilities. So where I was sitting thinking forlorn that we only had one watch face, in reality, we have a watch face just to get us started. You want to see what red looks like on here? All right. Let's download that one with the fancy red and blue. Downloading and syncing. Here we go. And I'm going to mostly try to get this in the light for you. There. So this has got, oh, it went back to that other one. Okay. So we got pretty good colors on this watch for it being a memory LCD. And as you can see, the brighter the light, the better the reflection, and the brighter the watch will pop for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to load a bunch of them up, and there should be enough memory to put all of them in there if I want to. Settings. Backlight all day? Really? Oh, okay. You can have it night. Night probably means it backlights at night. And off, we'll turn it off so it won't go on at night or day. Okay. I'm just going to leave it on all day. I was thinking it might be nice to have a day function so it's on during the day so you can see it indoors, but off at night when you're sleeping so it doesn't turn on when you roll over. That would be a suggestion. Oops, what did I do? Oh, I turned off the wake screen on wrist raising. Really? Really? You mean if I twist the wrist, it wakes the screen? Oh, it wakes it and turns the light on. I don't know if you can see that. The light went on, but it doesn't make it sensitive. Okay, I like that. So it'll show the light here, but of course it's going to decrease your battery. But gosh, you're getting 7 days off of this thing with just casual use. Wrist wear. Oh, you can change it from left to right hand. All right. Movement reminder, that's like a sedentary reminder, and mobile out of range, send a reminder message when disconnected. So if you're far enough from your phone, your watch will beep to let you know that you're out of range. Reboot the device and then factory reset the device. Get all your data cleared out of it. All those are available in settings on the device page. And finally, an opportunity to send feedback to the company with your email, and they'll get back with you on it. So, looks like they're up to improving the product as well with direct interaction with the customer. Oh, a couple of more things I discovered before I close out this review. I wanted to bring them to your attention. Remember, we did this whole look at all of these different things, and some of these said more, including swim. When I went into swim, and I was joking that I was washing my hands, and it might have been. I don't know. I don't know where it got this data, but it's probably for me to show you. It said that I swam 82 feet. Total time, average pace, calories, strokes, length, and posture. The medley relay? I don't know swimming. Those of you who do, I hope this makes sense. You go to lap, and it's going to show you this stuff. S-Wolf, strokes, swimming time, laps. And you go to chart, and you're going to get a strokes and a pace chart. This seems really sophisticated to me, a non-swimmer. And if you're a swimmer, I'm imagining looking at this was telling you a lot about whether this particular device might support what you want to do with swimming. Okay? Walk didn't have anything. That's just the standard thing. And we showed you the running that also had all of these details. Here's the pace, time, and calories burned with the chart. There's details here. And look down here. These are all the heart rate zones that we spent, what percentage time in those zones during this workout. Again, if you set up laps, there's lap detail, and then charts on pace and heart rate are included in that. And that's just a couple of them. We had cycling and some other stuff too. So check out the app. It's really cool. Now, the other thing, not too happy about this, but hey, what can you do? I've been downloading all of those watch faces you saw, and guess what? They only download one at a time. You end up having the stock watch face available to you and one other watch face. And it's the last one that you downloaded. So you're not going to put a whole bunch of watch faces in here. You're going to have two at any one time, and you can only change one, but you're able to change it to any of these watch faces here, and they've got different categories across the top, which basically have the same watch faces in them, and you have access to all of those, but only one at a time. Okay, now this is fun. What you're looking at is the display for cycling, okay? It's got the speed up at the top, then it's your heart rate, and then it's your miles traveled. And I actually took it out and drove it around, not in a cycle, but in the car on my arm to accumulate some information. If I unlock it and come over here, it's been about 31 minutes so far, and I'm ready to finish it. So I'm going to say OK. And there's the basic information. Now, what happens in the app is what's spectacular. That's what I want to show you. So we're done with the watch. We'll set it aside. I'm back here in the app. I need to synchronize, so I'm going to pull down and let it go. Let it do this update as it transfers not only the data from my step count and heart rate, but the entire track of that last cycling escapade I went on. So let's go down in here. Yeah, there you see it just showing up right now. There's the cycling. There was another one earlier, and then some slight movement while I was eating lunch. Amazing. It's tracking all sorts of stuff. Let's take a look at the cycling. Now it loads it up, and it's going to bring it into my location map. And in my location map, I'm going to zoom in to a specific, I know I'm off screen right now, to a specific location. Okay, there we go. There's a Rainbow Mini Mart and a Shell station. I stopped by for gas. Now this is cool. It's actually showing the entire route of my bicycle trip or my car trip. And while I was writing, on my arm, I could glance down at it and see exactly the speed I was doing in miles per hour or in kilometers. It's switchable. That was fun. My heart rate was, just my sedentary heart rate sitting in the car, but nonetheless, it could be my active heart rate if I were cycling. This is what I wanted to show you. Your cumulative information is here. Now, when I hit the speed button, I got my full graph. I've zoomed down into this little area here. And watch this. As I scroll across, did you see it flash on the screen? Right there is the time that I was at the gas station. And that is my speed as I'm driving along at that little place on the chart. And then I got up to a higher speed, about 45 miles an hour, and so forth. So I have a complete track across my entire experience that I can watch on the graph when you're in the cycling mode. No matter what you're doing, walking, running, cycling, driving a car, riding in a car, on a bus, in an airplane, maybe, I don't know. It needs GPS. It's in your watch, so can your watch pick up GPS in an airplane? There's no airport mode or airplane mode. Be interesting to try, wouldn't it? Nonetheless, whatever data you accumulate track-wise from GPS in the watch, when you sync it up, gets transferred over, and you get all this great information with your cycling. Here's all of my lap detail. Considering I was riding in a car for about 7 miles, it shows you your time for each mile, and then an overall chart, which we saw at the graph one of the speed, and then your heart rate as well is on here. So that is another little piece of information related to cycling. Cool! So one last thing to try. I'm going to come over here into swimming. I'm going to leave my pool level where it is, pool length. I have no idea what this means. Let's make it 90. And I'm going to go. Okay, it vibrated. I'm timing, I'm swimming, and I'm dunking. Let's get it wet. The thing's supposed to be waterproof, and as you've seen with some of the other bands, once it touches water, the screen goes nuts. It jumps all over the place. The touch capacitive thing goes crazy. Of course, we're locked here, so it's taken away the signaling. So as we're swimming along, it is going to be calculating that. We're not getting a heart rate reading, and the diode's not on, so it's not trying to do your heart rate, but it is, see the raised arm? I think that's your strokes, and that's your time. Now if I touch this side button, it jumps over and shows us some laps and splashes. I don't know what the data are. And then calories burned and another number. All this I'm sure you can research if you're a swimmer. The main thing I wanted to show you was, look, it really works. It works, and you can cycle through the data, and it's really bright outside. So for swimming, it looks like a winning combination too, this band. Excellent app, excellent watch, and easy charging cradle. Just set it in there, USB connected, and you're good to go. Combine all of that with this kind of packaging that comes looking like a little box of chocolates with a fancy lid to it, and you've got yourself, I think, a really nice holiday gift present at a reasonable price too. Check the show notes for a discount. Geekbuying has provided this for us. They found it. Totally up to them on this one. I didn't hunt this down, but I have had my feelers out for a long time for watches that use the LCD memory technology in the watch face that makes it transreflective, so it's viewable outside bright. Like I said, Amazfit PACE you can compare this with, SMA-TIME, and now the S3 or 3S are the only three type that I know of out there that even do this. And judging by the app that we just looked at and all of the capabilities that it has in discerning automatically what you're doing throughout the day, this is pretty amazing. Definitely worth checking out. Leave us comments if you like down below. Please give a thumbs up on this one. That will propagate it through YouTube so more people will find it. All right, a like button. And if you haven't subscribed, highly encourage you to, because we are coming up on the buying season. A lot more watches, a lot more discounts. Mark your calendar for 11/11. That's the big Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale in China. And these come out of China, so you may get your best deals 11/11. Or who knows, they may even have it already since it's so close. Geekbuying, thank you very much. Show notes, use our link if you can, and we will see you with more of this good stuff real soon.